Alrighty everyone, thanks for joining me. This is your host, ID Jester. We're going to be setting up a new campaign in a wing and a prayer. Wherever my box is. Can't find my box. Oh, that's not the box either. Where's my box? Here's my box right here. There we go. Alright, so a new campaign in a wing and a prayer. Bombing the Reich by Lock and Load Publishing. We're going to be setting up a brand new campaign. And we're going to be setting this up actually as a kind of a companion to our good friend and subscriber, Rough Swordsman Wargamer, who is currently doing a playthrough of the REF Battle of Britain scenario. So he's got the boys at home, he's taking care of things, he's protecting the homeland, and now we're going to go aggressive and we're going to send our forces out and see if we can bomb the Reich. So you can check out his wonderful wargaming channel, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. You can check out his REF 1940 campaign, and then we're going to be starting our bombing campaign here in a wing and a prayer, and hopefully he'll be able to do his job, take care of the homeland, keep everything secured so that we can do our job, go out and then bomb the Nazi Germany. So it'll be fun to watch his series as it progresses, and then see how well we do and see if we can hold our end of the bargain up. He's playing the defense, we're playing the offense, and we'll get to see how things go. So we're setting this up. So there's quite a few things to actually talk about before we actually get into playing. So this episode, I don't think we're going to get into any playing. So if you're looking for just gameplay, you probably need to come back. But there's some setup stuff that we need to go through first. So first thing I want to mention is that we have the new Wing and a Prayer Advanced Rules version 5 that you can download for free on the Lock and Load publishing website. And what they have done is they have released updated charts. So what I ended up doing was taking my charts, or taking the stuff that they created, and just put them on some label sheets, full label sheets, and then I just basically put those on top of the rules, or the charts that were already printed in the manuals here. So we're going to be using the advanced rules. Again, you can find out them. They just released these on Lock and Load. I guess there was some issues with, some checks were too easy, some checks were too hard, and so they kind of fine-tuned and balanced everything. So I wanted to let everyone know if my numbers and my results are a little bit different, and you're wondering why. That could be why, because I'm going to be using the new advanced chart. So there's a new chart here for formation events. There's a new chart for the flak damage table, new thing for the bomber combat table. There is one here for the target damage table. Flak psych attacks, they will attack more often, but we'll get into that here in a second. Target cloud cover, and a new war progression table here, and repair recovery table. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is all of the updated. So not everything got updated, just some of the fine-tune and balancing of some of the scenarios. So if you look at the actual rule book, it kind of goes through. So the main changes are going to be enemy fighters will attack in greater quantity in 1942 and 1943 because the Germans had air superiority. So there's a +2 bonus on any quantity rolls in 1942 and 1943. So a lot more enemy fighters. Weather change has now become system trouble, and Lady Luck is will less likely happen. The chance of Lady Luck coming up on the charts will be significantly reduced. There's now harder formation checks. Instead of a 4+, it's a 7+. And then there's a new system trouble matrix. And that'll happen most likely after you take off from your main base. And that is because, you know, some of the bombers weren't ready to go, or they came, you know, started having problems or whatever. So those are, you know, the main changes. We will be using some of the alternate or optional rules, which are going to be the additional bombers. So you can pay 3 victory points up front to take an extra bomber for each extra bomber you take. So that is an optional rule, but it is according to the designer that updated the advanced rules. This is what he says. He's done testing with the following optional rules, and he highly recommends them. So the optional landing procedure rules, the additional bomber rules, the low altitude bombing rules, and the cloud affecting flak rules. He highly recommends. So we're going to be using all 4 of those. And then there are a couple of optional rules he suggests you use if you want to. And that is the optional crew fate rule. And we're going to be using that one as well. And the optional crew experience upgrade. So with this rule, you can upgrade from green to veteran through that. And only from green to veteran. So that's kind of the update on that, is what we're going to be doing. We're going to use, like I said, the brand new advanced rules, and, you know, updated all of our charts and everything with that information. So my charts might look a little funky, but you know, I think it's going to fine tune, make the easy checks a little harder, make the hard checks a little bit easier, and kind of balance things out. But we're going to find out. So we're going to be starting in 1942, and we're going to try some missions here and see how it goes. And just so you know, I am certainly not an expert at this game. I've watched some videos of people playing it. I've read through the rule book a couple times, and it doesn't seem like it's super, you know, complex. It does, you know, take a little bit of getting used to the steps to go through things. So, you know, the first time we encounter certain things, it might take us a little bit longer to do them. But, you know, there is this really good player aid chart here. Kind of just follow through the steps, and you're ready to go. All right. So with that out of the way, you can see we are ready to go with our mission log and our crew. We've got to determine our crews and all that. So let's go ahead and get to campaign setup. So I have our little chart over here. We got the 12 B-17F counters, and that's what we start with. And each of these little numbers represents something. We'll get to that when we need to. So we have 12 of those, and then of course for our escorts, early in the 1942s, all we have are P-47s as our fighter escorts, and they can only go maximum of 6 boxes. But again, we'll get into that when we need to get into that. So I'm just keeping all that information up here in the corner on our mission card, which, you know, covers up the east side of Germany, but hopefully we won't have to bomb something that far early in the game. All right. So, all right, campaign setup. So we're going to start with 1942, build the mission deck. So the next thing we did was take all of the mission cards that have 1942, and we put them in a pile. And we just take the blue sides, which show they are undamaged, and we're going to shake these up, and we're going to shuffle them, and we're going to make it so we have no idea what we're up against. Not yet anyways, right? And so now what I'm going to do is I've got them cut, I've got them shuffled, but just to make one step further, in case somebody's thinking, well, Chester, we know you are a magician and you have ways to alter the card deck to make it set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d6, and that'll be the number of cards we take from the top and put on the bottom, and that'll be 5. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be completely random. We're going to set this down right over there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let's zoom over there a little bit. There we go. All right. So there we go. So we built the mission deck. We got our we got to get our mission counters out here. So mission victory point counters. Probably something like that, maybe. Sure. Probably this one goes over here. Something like that. Alright, that's fine. So hopefully Rough Swordsman Wargamer out there will be able to keep his end of the bargain up and make sure that he keeps the boys shooting down all the bombers coming over from Germany to England and keep everything going well over there. Then we're going to do the opposite. We're going to send the bombers from Britain to Germany. Alright, so next thing. Draw your initial squadrons. So we have our 12 B-17Fs, which we already got. Now we got to assign our crews. So we're going to get to draw 1 crack crew and 2 veteran crews, and then the other 9 will be green counter crews. And okay. So what I did was I laid them all out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d6, and this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we got a 6. Of course, there's no 6. We got a 1. So somebody in the top line, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. So we have dun dun dun. I don't even know myself. Let's see who it is. This is going to be, yes, hello. This is going to be Chowhound. Chowhound is our veteran, all right? So there's one of our crews, is the Chowhound. Chowhound, I'm going to put a little X next to him to know we got him. Alright, and then we'll do the same thing for the next 5. So the bottom row, we need a 1, 2, 3, or 4. And we got a 2. So we're going to get Rose Olive. Rose Olive. Or actually, a +1, +1, +1. That's pretty good. Rose Olive. Alright, so we got Rose Olive as well as a veteran. Rose Olive, nice. I'm going to put a V so we know. Should have put a V next to this one. Alright, and then last but not least, we got an elite. And of course, that'll be on the back side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth column, and then the first one, which is this one right here. And we get them as a, and look at who it is. It's the Bobby Socks. Bobby Socks. So a +1, a +2, and a +1. So we got the Bobby Socks. Now, so that is, that's all we get for our great starting guys. Elites and crack units and veterans. The rest will be all green units. So we have to figure out which one of those are we going to get, because not all green counters are the same. So we will put those away and get out the green counters. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the column. So 6, so it'll be the bottom row, and now which column? 6. And that is going to be, oh boy, it's going to be a minus 1, 0, 0. Well, that's, I guess the best a green crew can be is 0, 0, 0. So these aren't bad, actually. There's some units that are like minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1, minus 1. Bunch of those, so. Alright, so we'll take that guy. Actually, we're going to need 9 of these guys. 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we're going to need 9 of these guys. Alright. So the bottom row again. And 6 is no longer there. 1. Green crew with 0, 0, 0. We'll take that. Next one. Bottom row again. And the first one is not there. The first one is still not there. Let's try a different dice. 6 is no longer there. Good Lord. Come on. 2. Alright, the green crew. Now we got the top row. Second one in. Alright. There are minus 1, 0, minus 1. Not the best there. So that's 4. Top row. Number 6. There are minus 1, 0, 0. Alright. Top row again. Third one over. Okay. Oh, these guys are bad. Minus 1, 0, minus 1. Not great. Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I haven't had any out of the middle row yet. Oh, there we go. Now it's a middle row. And number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we get the worst group. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. These guys are not really good. Alright, that is 2, 4, 6, 7. Middle row. Number 2. And these guys are 0, 0, 0, so that's pretty good. And now 6 bottom row. We need either a 3, 4, or 5. How about a 4? 0, 0, 0. We'll take them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Alright, we got our 9. So these guys can all get put away. Hey Viper Dave, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming on by. We're setting up our scenario here. And getting things ready for our campaign. I need to get me another little baggie. I don't think these guys are going to probably fit in there. Alright, got me another little baggie. Put these guys away. Oh, there's another one. Almost forgot him. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so that is done. Assign the crew counters. Got them. Begin campaign sequence of play. Follow the procedure below. Campaign outline. Planning and intelligence. Alright, planning and intelligence. So we are going to start on turn number 1. Turn number 1. We already rolled, and hey Thorough4, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. We already rolled and shuffled our mission deck. We now got a random cruise out there. Alright. Alright, so we don't need that. New escorts type, nope. War progression. Target for today. Draw the top mission card. Here we go. Here's the top mission card. This is it. This is the first one we're going after. Let's find out what it is. Dun, 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 dun. It's Antwerp. Antwerp. All right. So it's worth 14 victory points. We can take up to 9 bombers and 8 escorts. Oh boy, this must be a big one. Where is Antwerp? Right there is Antwerp. 14 victory points, 9 bombers, 8 fighter escorts. Flak of 14, no adjustment on the target. And you need 7 kills to kill this. So Antwerp is what we're going after. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. It's a milk run, he says. Yeah, sure. So Antwerp is right there. So we got to figure out a flight plan. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to go straight out in the ocean, down into Rotterdam, and then on to Antwerp. Bomb Antwerp, and then come back. Alright, so that is our mission for today is Antwerp. Put that right there. Antwerp. It's worth 14 victory points. Again, we are using some of the optional rules if you're just joining us. And some of the optional rules we'll be using are the optional landing procedure, additional bombers, low altitude bombing, cloud effects, a flak, optional crew experience upgrade, and the crew fates. So those 6 things, which are highly recommended in the new advanced A Wing and a Prayer advanced rules, just released this weekend by Lock and Load Publishing. And if you're just joining us, we of course will be using the updated charts that I've now put onto the regular charts that came in the game. So lots of new charts, kind of fine-tune. Some of the checks were too difficult, some were too easy. So now everything's kind of fine-tuned a little bit better, make things a little more realistic, I guess. All right, so that is mission for today. Now, we target cloud cover. Roll 2d6. Going to roll 2d6. And what we want is we want to have really good low number here, right? So 2 to 6 is clear, 7 and 9 is light clouds, and 10 to 12 is heavy clouds. So we want nice light clouds, please, or clear clouds would even be better. That is a 6. That is clear. Oh, look at that. It's clear. Right now it's clear, but things can change. Things can change, but right now it is clear. So let's write our information down on our Wing and a Prayer. Mission number 1. The target name is Antwerp. All right. It's 4 damage, light and heavy. It's 4. No, that's victory points. Antwerp. 7. I think if you have to do 7 damage. Take 9 bombers. We can, of course, decide to add some, which we might do actually. All right, so we got because we have clear clouds. Oof. All right, so now it's time to move this out of the way as we now get our bombers out here. So all the bombers are the same. The only thing that's different is the crews, so we don't have to worry about that. Hopefully you guys can kind of adjust this again back kind of down here-ish. All right. So we got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we want to take every extra bomber we take? Every extra bomber we take costs us 3 victory points. So if we take extra bombers, we'll have a better chance of blowing it up. But we'll get less for it because we're taking more bombers. So we need 14 victory points. We have to blow up at least 7. I think you know what we're gonna do? I think 3, 6, it costs us 9 points. But we could just take a full squadron, 12 bombers. It costs us 9 points. This costs us 9 points, but right. What we're trying to do here is every time you complete a mission, you want to be at least 0 to -2 points. You want to have at least 0 points. You want to be even. If you have negative points, you're going to subtract campaign mission points. So if we can somehow, some way eke out some, additional points, 3 to 4 points gives us +1, 5 to 7 points gives us +2. So if we 9, and let's assume we destroy it, 14 minus 9 is 6 points. So we would get 6 points. We get 2 victory points on our campaign progress. I think, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We are going to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it. Why not? So we got the Bobby Socks is our elite element. They're going to be right up front. They're going to be our elite element. And then it's the Bobby Socks. They are our elites. Or I guess they call them crack crews, right? Then we have the Rose Olive, and then we have the Chow Hound. Rose Olive is a really good unit. Look at that, +1, +1, +1. So I don't know if it's better to have them as the lead element in the next group, or to have like all your good guys in one group up front. I don't know. So we're going to try like this, and then we're going to do like this. Just like that, right? And now we're going to assign our green crews. RJL, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Wonderful sports sim channel. Be sure to check out his channel. He is playing lots of good games on his channel. Alright, so bad guys, I think we're going to try and hide in with the veterans. So we're going to put this guy over here. And we're going to put one of these guys here. And we're going to have to have a green crew lead this bottom one. So we're going to try a 000 right there. And then we'll put a 000 up with him. And we're going to put another 000 there. And then another 000. So this group is all going to be just flat up 000s. Green crews. And then we're going to intermix our our bad guys in with our veterans. Like that. And then put this guy up there like that. So we got our crack unit up there. Our veterans are going to be the lead element, or lead units in each of our different squads. So we got a lead element, a high and a low, and a tail. And the reason I'm taking all these extras, and we're not going to get as many victory points right now, it is clear weather. We have no clouds now. Watch, that'll change when we get to our target. But if we can get there, we're going to have all kinds of bombers ready to go. All right, so how am I going to set this up? So let's see. I'm going to put this. Trying to find a spot that's kind of out of the way. You can still see. You can still see everything, but you know, to be honest, it's hard to get everything in to begin with because this is such a big game. So, you know, I'll just kind of put that back a little bit farther, maybe. Yeah, you guys can still see it from there, I think, right? All right. Double D, what's going on? Just in time, my friend. Good job. All right, so our mission is Antwerp. This is not going to be easy, I'm telling you. But our route we're going to take is going to be, we're going to go here into this box right there, which is clear. Then we go in this box, which is clear. Then we're going to go over Rotterdam. Now, Rotterdam is a flak site, so we're going to take some flak hits there. Then we're going to get to Antwerp and drop our bombs. And then we're going to fly back the same way. Now, our P-47 Escorts, they can only go 6 hexes. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then once we leave that box, we won't have fighter escorts for this box or returning home. But hopefully we'll be close enough back home. And Rough Swordsman Wargamer has done a good job with his Battle of Britain and shooting down all of the Germans that we don't have to worry about them, you know, damaging us on the way home. So hopefully this is going to be kind of a companion to Rough Swordsman Wargamer's RAF Battle for Britain 1940 campaign that he's running on his channel. And he's going to defend the homeland. And we're going out and we're going to attack. And yes, I know there are different systems and everything. That's not the point. We're just going to have fun with this. And there you go. So our crack crew, right? Our crack crew. I guess I should probably get out the manuals because I might need that. All right, so on the B-17 counters, right, up at the top left-hand corner is a yellow. That is their air combat, so that's when they go to shoot at somebody. Then down on the top right-hand corner is their red number up here in the top right, and that is their bombing value. Then down in the bottom left-hand corner, that white number is their performance rating. And then in the bottom right-hand corner is the green, which is going to be their structure, how hard or how much damage they can take and resist damage. So you can see our crack unit's a +1 to air combat, a +2 for performance, so it's going to take that from a 2 to a 4. Bombing is a +1, and structure is not. They don't have any structure, and I don't think any of the counters actually have structure because they, you know, your crew isn't going to be able to make your structure any better. All the bombers, B-17Fs, the counters are all the same. It's just the crews that are with them. So we got some really good ones, and we got some. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. So that is we got to sign our bombers, sign our leaders, coordinate with our escort fighters. Yes, we got to coordinate with our escort fighters. We have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get them all. We get every single fighter we have. This is going to be the biggest raid to start a campaign. It's like the biggest raid you can get. All of the units, everything we have, we're sending it all out at one time. So our escorts, they can only go 6 boxes. We talked about that. All right, mission route planning. We did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, execute mission phase. All right, follow your mission turn sequence to move your formation on the mission map towards the target destination, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we're going to move our target formation, 1 hex. Boom. We're off, boys. We're off. We are off and running. Here we go. So, we did all that. All right, execute mission turn. So move the bomber formation. Check. Lead bomber and formation adjustments. We don't need to do any because nobody's been shot down. Check. Loose formation check. If your formation is currently loose, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Damage aircraft check. We don't have any. Escort fighter range check. So our fighters have moved 1 space. Escort rendezvous site check. Flak site check. There is none. Formation event check. Roll 2d6. So we're going to roll 2d6. And we're going to use our new chart. That's not the right one. Must be this one. Alright. So we're going to see we are 1 hex away from our starting location. So we're on the 0 to 1 column. And we're going to roll, and on a 2 to 4, we'll have an event. So let's see if we have an event. And usually all the events are bad, so you don't want to have events. You can run into system trouble, weather can change. Lady Luck is the one good thing that can possibly happen to you. You can have to be forced to make a formation check. You can have enemy fighters arrive, and it's just bad things. So normally, especially with the new chart, it used to be Lady Luck was like the most common thing. It used to be a 7 for it to be like, or 4 to 7 or something used to be. So it used to come up a lot, but now, as you can see, it doesn't come up as much. All right, so on a 2 to 4, we'll have an event and then we'll re-roll. So we want high number this time. Oh my God, did I just... Oh, it's all gone to hell. Right off the bat, it's all gone to hell. So we have an event. So system trouble where some of our bombers didn't get up to speed or started having problems. Weather change. There's a possibility we'll get some Lady Luck. Or formation check. And fortunately, no enemy fighters will come after us there. But let's see what we get here. Lady Luck. Come on, Lady Luck. That is a 7. Nope, it's a weather change. So we're going to roll a d6. So we sent all these bombers up.
Something fell behind the freezer. Now I can't get the freezer door shut.
So pull it out. Pull the drawer out and reach down in there and get it.
I can't get my arm down.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Maybe you shouldn't have so much stuff in there.
I'm trying to get it out.
Okay, so back to what we were doing. So, what did we roll? Weather change. That's what we rolled. Right, because we sent all these units because it was going to be clear, and now the weather's changing. So, roll a d6. If we roll a 1 to 3, we're going to roll again. If 1 to 3, roll a d6 again. 1 to 2, it's clear. 3 to 4, it's light. 5 to 6, heavy clouds. If on the way back, ignore it and roll a d6. Okay, so 1 to 3, the weather might change. It's a 4, so no weather change. All right. Phew. Good. Had me worried for a minute there. That would have been... Yeah, interrupted by the Chief of Staff. 5-star General came in, all right. So that was our formation event check. Conduct air combat. There's none. Repeat. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Done. So that is it. Yay! We lived through 1 turn. We will now... All this needs to stay on its spot. That would help. Alright. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Conduct the bombing run, mission victory points, return to base, land aircraft, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. Now, start it over. We're moving another space. Our escorts is now into their second box. Repeat, move the bombers. We don't have to adjust. No formations, no damage. We move the escorts. Flak site. It is not a flak site yet. Next time it will be, though. And now the dice. 2 dice. Okay, 2 dice. There we go. So now we are 2 boxes away. 1, 2. So on the 2 to 3 column, and now on a 2 to 5, something that's going to happen. And it's a 9, so we don't have any event. We're good. Right. Formation check, conduct air combat, bombing run, victory point, blah, blah. So that was pretty simple, pretty easy. We're done. Move. Bomber formation. Lead bomber formation adjustment. So far, we haven't had to adjust anything. Everyone's flying. Everything's good. Loose formation check. We're not loose because we haven't lost the number of bombers that are going to cause us to lose, be in a loose formation. Damage aircraft check. We don't have any. Escort fighter range check. So it's gone to its 3rd box. Escort rendezvous site check. No, we are not in a rendezvous site check. Flak site attack check. So we're going to be doing the flak site attack check. Because we are in a box that has a flak. So the flak is flak site attack. Roll 2d6. On a 2 to 6, a flak will attack us. Alright. So we want something real high this time would be nice. And that is not high. That is a 5. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is a 5, which means we're going to be attacked by flak. So we're going to roll a d6. If it's 1 to 3, it's light flak. If it's 4 to 5, it's moderate flak. If it's 6, it's heavy flak. So we would like a nice low number this time. That's not a low number. 6. We're attacked by heavy flak. That is 15. 15. Oh my God. Who said that we're going to do this mission successfully? No, I never said that. So we're going to look on the attack factors of 15. 15, which are 14 to 17. And a number of targets. We have 12 targets. So you cross-reference. If we're in loose formation, target difficulty rating, lead bomber cruise bomber rating, blah blah blah. Okay, so I don't think we have any adjustments. So it's going to be 2 dice cross-referencing because we got 10 plus aircraft. All right, so every aircraft that we own is going to take a check, and they will hit on a 5 or a 6. So a 5 or a 6. They will hit. So what we're going to do is we're going to start down here at the bottom. See if I can tip this down for you guys. I'm going to actually have to bend this down. Oh, Jesus. And then the camera fell. Okay, good job there, buddy. And I think something broke off of it because some piece went flying somewhere. Now I got my... Great. Maybe I should have just left it the way it was. What do you guys think? Holy crap. Seriously, now, like... Okay. Why? It has to be difficult. Why does everything have to be so damn complicated? Give me this cable. Alright, well, there. You guys better appreciate the angle because all the trouble I went through. Alright, so we're going to start back here. Tail element. We're going to go left to right. So, first one, 5 or 6. Alright, so he's hit once. So, anytime he was hit, we then roll that dice and we check the column to see what happens. And that is going to be right. Which one is that? The flak damage table, right? So, we get to subtract from the dice. We get to subtract our damage numbers. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe it was some of these things that went flying when that thing fell. So we get to subtract 4 from the dice, and we want 1 or less, which will give us no effect. Right? So, unless we rolls a 6, it's not going to do any damage. So we're on. Alright, so you're on this there. I can maybe slide that up a little bit. There. Alright, so we're on this one here. So, does he take any damage? 4 minus 4 is 0. 0 is no effect. So, number 1 is fine. Number 2, 2d6. He rolls a 5 and a 6. This is going to get bad right off the bat. God bless it. So because they both hit, we roll both dice. We subtract 4. 7. Minus 4 is 3. So it is taken 3. It is taken, result is light damage. So 1 to 3 is no effect. 4 to 6, he'll damage and flip over. So, we want a 1, 2, or 3 here. And that is a 1. Good. So that is a no effect. So he's okay. He was hit, but nothing bad happened. Bomber number 3. Oh my God. Look at that. Seriously. 6, 6. So again, minus 4. And that is 3 and a 3 is 6. Minus 4 is 2. 2 to 5 light damage. 1 to 3, no effect. Come on, 1 to 3. It's a 2. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a 2. So once again, hit, but no effect. All right, so that is our tail element. They are done, and now I can slide this all back so you guys can see a little better. All right, now we'll go with our low element here. We'll go on this guy here. 1-1, so nothing. What about these guys? One hit, that is a 6. So again, we need a 2 minus 4 is less than 1, so no damage. Next one, nothing. All right, on to this one. This is a huge artillery or flak barrage here. 6, so another hit. So now 3 minus 4 minus 1, so no damage. So far, the high element, let's see what it can do. Oh, I need another dice there. And so the 5 is 1 hit. And 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1, so that's still no effect though. So fortunately for us. Alright, so he's okay. And last but not least, in the high element, a 4 and a 1, so everyone there is fine so far. Alright, now we move up to our lead group. It's our green crew here. 5 and a 2, so that'll be 1 check. 3 minus 4, again, no problem. So B-17s are getting hit. Lots of little holes and lots of, you know, little punctures and everything, but nothing serious so far. Here comes our big boy here. The Bobby Socks. The Bobby Socks have got to do this for us. Oh, they get a 5. So they've taken a possible hit. Oh, no! They've taken a hit. So 6 minus 4 is 5. So it's light damage. 1 to 3. No effect. We really, really, really need these guys. Of all the bombers to take damage, this is not the one to take damage, by the way. I just thought I would mention that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm missing a counter. That's a full alpha here. Come on, 1, 2, or 3, please. For the love of God, be nice to us. 2! Oh, thank God. Thank God. I mean, if something else happens, let it happen to somebody else. Not our one guy that's good. So last guy, please. Let's get through this one time, please. That's a 2 and a 3, and that is that. Whew. So far we've had almost a weather change on us, and then we had this massive barrage. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units that could have taken damage, and none of them did, fortunately. So very fortunate there. But now I've got to try and find our P-47 counter that went shooting when the camera fell. And it's way back here on my table. I found it. All right. Jeez. Whew. Alright, so now we've got all of our fighters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Okay, so when the camera fell, you guys came down right on top of this thing. So now we can adjust this back to like center-ish again, I guess. Alright. So fortunately, you know what? Let's do like this. That might even be better. Right? That might even work. You probably won't be able to see but the fighter escort box, but that's okay. Maybe you can, but the fighter escort box is right there. Alright, so whew, I am like sweating. I'm like seriously sweating. Look at, I got sweat in my hand because I just whew. So it's the flight sec. Now we got to roll for our event. You guys thought it was over, didn't you? No, no, no. How many boxes? We are now 1, 2, 3 boxes away. So we're still on this column, 2 to 5. And we'll have an event. 2 to 5. And that is an 8. So no event. Shoo. So no event. Conduct air combat. We haven't seen any. Because our good friend Rough Swordsman Wargamer, he's playing the Battle of Britain. And hopefully he's shooting down all these guys so they can't come after us. So hopefully between him defending and keeping the boys alive there and shooting down lots of Germans and us going out and bombing lots of Germans, hopefully we can have the Allies win this darn war. Alright. So that is that. Right. Whew. Alright, here we go though. Here we go. Here we go. We're going into the last box. Box number 4. Escorts move up. So they've gone 4 spaces now. This is it. We're on target, boys. We're on target. We're on target. Here we go. Move bomber formation. Check. Lead bomber and formation adjustments. Thank God we don't have any. Loose formation check. It's not loose, so we don't have to worry about that. Damage aircrafts. Fortunately, we don't have any. Escort fighter range check. We did that. It's okay. Escort rendezvous site check. It is not. Flight site attack check. I don't think we do that when we're in our target location. But let me just double check that. Section 8 is the rules on... Alright. Random bombers, no, we're not doing that. Where is... Just trying to see if we also take flak and then the mission flak, or if that is... Alright, go away. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. Alright, the bombing run. If the formation is in the target box, follow the sequence below. Conduct, approach, flak, attack. So let's see. Conducting. When formation enters target box, conduct the bombing run. See Rule 11. Okay. So, do we still follow these steps, though? I think we do. So, I think... Alright, so we move the bomber. Lead bomber and formation adjustment. Loose formation check, damage aircraft check, escort fighter range, escort rendezvous check, flak site attack check. So we got to check and see if we get a flak attack before we can even get to the location that we will know. Because we don't get to conduct the approach. Yeah, because that is considered the approach flak attack. Okay, so This is not the approach flak. This is the outside the city type flak before we get there even. Okay. So again, what do we need? 2 to 6, right? So we want 7 or higher. 11, yes. So no flak. All right, so we can ignore that. Now, event check. We are 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes away. That's not going to be good, though. 4 boxes away. 4 boxes away. We're on a new column. So 2 to 6 we'll have an event. 2 to 6. And we do not want the weather changing. Because right now it's clear. We're almost there. We can bomb them. That is a 5. So god damn it, there's an event. And look at what it's going to be. 6 to 12 is going to be enemy fighters. I can almost guarantee it's going to be enemy fighters. 6 to 12. Oh, we were so close. We were so close to there. Why? Oh my god, now I got to read the rules because I... Yeah, I think from what I see, it looks like you go through this... You go through the procedures, and then you do the bombing run afterwards. Oh, God, we were so close. So close. Let's see what happens. That is a 7, and that's going to be fighter's attack. So we're going to roll a d6 and add 2, and that's how many fighter interceptors are coming in on us. All right, so we're going to get some combat action for you guys here. So, 2d6. Let's have a nice low number would be great. 1! Oh my god, that's great. So plus 2 is 3. So we have 3 enemies coming in on us, which is fine because we got 8 fighters ready to jump on them. Alright, where's our table here? Alright, so now we got to roll to see what kind of enemies are coming in. So this is 1942. 1 to 3, it's a BF 109. If it's a 4 to 5, it's a Focke-Wulf 190. And if it's a 6, it's an ME 110. So low would be better. Low would be much better. 3, that will be BF 109. So we got 3 BF 109s coming in on us. Did they not see our huge formation? They sent 3 guys in on us? Oh, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Your 3 dudes are not going to do anything. Hopefully. Alright, so here is the BF 109 counter. Super cool looking counter. This is my favorite plane ever. BF 109s. In fact, if I could show you my desktop, right? If I could show you my desktop. Where's my desktop? Here's my desktop. There's my desktop. BF 109s. Alright. So that is my desktop. Anyways, BF 109. So we got 3 of these yahoos coming at us. We're going to shoot these guys down. Oh, I can't wait. Excellent. All right. You know what? So you're supposed to do everything up here, but because after they do their thing up there, then they can come down and fight the bombers. But just for ease of play, I'm going to do it right here for you guys. All right? Don't assume they're fighting the bombers or anything because that's another step. They're supposed to be fighting up here, but just so you guys can see what's going on, I'm going to put them here. All right? All right, so now we have to see if any of these enemies have an ace pilot. All right, so let's see if any aces decided to come in on this mission. Enemy Messerschmitts approaching. Plow the roads. Where is the enemy? Ah, here it is. Ace. So we got the ace table. Number of fighter units. We have 3. So 2 to 4. Roll a d6. If we roll 1 to 3, there's no aces. 4 or 5, there's 1 ace. If there's a 6, there's 2 aces. So let's roll low again. That'd be nice. Of course not. So there is 1 ace. So there are 3 different German aces counters. And I think what you're supposed to do is just, what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 4. So the guy in the middle, and that is that guy. So that guy shows up. He's a fighter ace. He's a +2, and he's a +1, so that's not good. So we're just going to sign him there. Now we got to see how many of our boys are going to fly out there to try and shoot these guys down. Right? And that is our escort engagement table. So we have the number of escort fighters. We have 8 of them. We roll a d6. We want to have a big number. Big number. Big number. We want a whole bunch of them out there fighting. Probably should be following along with my play aid here, right? Alright, so let's just follow along. Generate interceptors we did. Position interceptors. Enemy aces. Aggressive escorts. Roll d6. Right, okay, so we're going to do that now. So we have 8 of them. But a big number, big number, big number. No whammies. 3. That's 2. So only 2 of our boys decided to jump out. That's not good. That's not good. Not good at all. Additional aggressive escorts. Decide if you want to move additional escorts from the escort section to join air combat in the interceptor section. Move the additional escorts to the interceptor section now. Escorts that remain in escort section cannot join fighter versus fighter combat later. Yes, we're going to send out 6 of our boys. Because some of the rules have actually changed on how you do things now on fighter combat. So we're going to send out 6 of our boys. And let's share that with you guys here. So let's go back and share the old desktop with you guys again. All right, so these again is the Wing and a Prayer Advanced Rules, just released by Lock and Load Publishing, Revision 5. So you can see any escort can be withdrawn after the first round of fighter versus fighter air combat. Originally, just the non-engaged escorts could withdraw. I changed this because with the more frequent interceptor attacks, I want you to be able to save as many escorts as possible. The damaged escorts, although pretty useless versus fighter air combat, can still provide a full close support defense on later interceptor attacks. So that rule has been changed. That's why I wanted to show you guys that. Because some people would be like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. But now you can, because the rule changed. So just keep that in mind. All right, so. All right. Assign escorts. Escort Wingman. If there are more escorts than interceptors, so we have 6, they have 3, we can provide a wingman, and that's basically what I just set up here. So each one of our main attackers also has a wingman. So basically it's a 2-on-1 situation. 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 2-on-1. Oh, you know what? Did we... We don't roll for our aces yet, right? Okay. The more escorts and interceptors, you can extra escorts as wingman, blah, blah, blah. Maximum of 2 escort leaders and wingman. They occupy an interceptor. Wingmen do not conduct individual attacks, but do provide a +1 modifier to the leader's attack. Interceptors, wingman. If more interceptors, there's not. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, fighter versus fighter. First round of combat. Resolve these steps in sequence. Determine advantage. Compare the performance ratings of the lead fighters in the set. Fighters with the highest total is considered the attacker and fires first. So we need to check out their ratings. So where's my pen? Where's my pen? I had my pen. I think my pen fell. Of course I can't find my pen. Why would I be able to find a pen? Here's my pen right here. Alright, so I'm actually going to take you guys down again. Get ready to fall. Ah! Alright, so what we need to look at is the offensive, or I think it's the we're going to check combat performance ratings. Hang on, let me see what that. Combat performance ratings. Alright. Performance is the white number. Alright. So we're going to look at the white number to see who's going to fire first. So, this guy is a 3. The ace is a 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. So he's a 3. Plus 1 is 4. Our guy is only a 3. So the German's going to get to shoot first. So what you do is you take the air combat value, 4, plus 2. So he's a 6 total for this ace. And we take our structure, which is a 3. So the difference between this is a plus 3 for the ace. So he's going to roll 2 dice and add plus 3 to the results. And if he rolls 8 or higher, he might do some damage. So let's see what happens. He rolls an 8 plus 3 is an 11. That's not going to be good. Alright, so just have to find the chart. Combat table, no, that's not it. Ah, jeez. Combat table, bomber, fighter, combat table. Here it is, fighter, combat table. So 8 to 12 is damage, 13 or higher is destroyed. So he ended up doing 8 plus 3 is 11. So he damaged our unit. So, and of course, I've got cables everywhere. I've got all kinds of stuff everywhere now. So let's move this stuff back. Sorry. Just not a great way to do all this, is there? Alright, so he ended up shooting our guy and doing some damage. So he goes shot and takes some damage. Alright, now our guy gets to fire back. We have a 2 attack. We have a wingman, so we get to add 1. So it's a 3 attack. And they have a defense of 2. Structural defense of 2, or whatever you want to call it there. So we have 2 attack plus our 1 wingman gives us a 1, which is 3. So we're going to get a plus 1 to our dice roll. Let's see if we can knock this German out. Come on now. Come on now. High. 7 plus 1 is 8. That is going to be another, that's going to be a damage. Remember, 8 to 12 is going to be a damage. So we have damaged the German. Alright, so that is combat number 1. Now we do the same thing with combat number 2. And it's going to be these 2 guys versus that BF 109. So let's look. And in this case, it's 3 versus 3. So they both go simultaneously. All right, so we'll just go ahead and do the German attack first. He's a 4 versus our 3. So he's a +1 to his dice roll. He rolled a 9, which is going to damage us, but we won't take that yet. Now our turn, we're a 4, +1 because we have a wingman, takes it to a 5. And he is a 2, so we get a +3 to our attack. So come on, let's knock him out. 5 + 3 is 8, so we damage, both of us get injured. All right. So lots of deadly shooting going on up there. All right, last one. Again, it's going to be a tie situation, so both attacks are going to happen at the same time. Swedish fish, yeah. Enemy Messerschmitt's approaching. Oh boy, here we go. All right, yeah, Swedish fish. And the big bag. It's not the little bag. All right, so we'll do the German attack first. He is a 4. We have a structure of 3, so +1 for the German. He rolls at 8, +1 is a 9, so we will damage. And now, our attack again, 4 +1 for having a wingman is 5, -2 is 3, so we get a +3. Rolled a 6 +3 is a 9, and that will be a damage. So both of these guys become damaged. So every participant, except for the wingman, have become damaged. Alright, so need to put you guys back up here. While we go through this steps. So that was pretty brutal. Everybody took a hit. All right, so air combat. Let's see here. Resolve. Determine the advantage. Combat. Conduct air combat fire. Okay. So we got to check the. We want to check the rule book real quick on this. So resolve the air combat. Boom, 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 boom. We want all right, so yeah, that's what I was checking is a rule here. It says escorts that withdraw are placed below the bomber, escort formation near, but blah, 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 blah. Any remaining undamaged interceptors must be repositioned as in Rule 9.12. Damaged interceptors are removed from play. So I think if they become damaged, which they all are, they fly away. I think only undamaged ones continue on. If I'm not mistaken, that's the rule. So we fought these guys. They came out. They did some damage to us. But since we damaged all of them, they will now decide to leave us alone, which is good. Leave us alone! Alright, and the German ace can go away. Thanks. Alright, so I believe that's how that's done. So we have 3 damage, so we're going to have to roll for these guys to see how long they stick around with us or if they decide to bug off home. And so that was okay. We did okay. We damaged them all. They didn't come in to get our bombers. All right. Whew. So we did the air combat. Repeat the previous steps in the mission turn sequence until you reach the formation enters the target box. Oh, okay. So we didn't need to do all that other stuff. So like the flak attack and once we reach the mission, repeat the steps in the mission turn sequence until your formation enters the target box. All right, so we're in the target box. We are there, so we should have just done this section. We didn't need to do all this prelude stuff. All right, when your formation enters the target box, conduct the bombing run. See Rule 11. All right, so let's do the bombing run. Rule 11. Well, that was a big waste of time since we didn't need to do it. Okay, so the flak is a 14. So it's an automatic 14. An automatic 14. And we just have to get the right chart out here. So he's an automatic 14. Again, it's the same thing we did before. 2 dice per bomber unit. 2 dice per bomber unit. All right, so this time we're going to start up at the top and work our way down. All right, so 2 dice, minus 4. Nobody's hurt because once you flip them over, they only have a structure of 3. So that could be super big. So nobody's hurt. So it's still a minus 4. So 5 or 6 will hit. And we're playing with the optional target cloud cover rule, but in that case, we're clear, so it doesn't matter. So, or does it matter? Or does it make it easier for them to hit us because it's clear? Oh, that could be bad. Let's see. No. Okay. So it's still 5 or 6s. And 5s or 6s, here we go. Right, the cloud cover would just adjust it up and down. That's right. It just so if you use that optional rule, you get your total, and then if the cloud cover, it can lower it down a column or two, depending on how much cloud cover, so there'd be less chance of them hitting us. All right. So, anyways, first guy. 1 hit, possibly. 4, nothing. Now, don't hit this guy, please. He's our good bomber. Please don't hit him. Please. 1 hit, of course. And no damage. Good. This guy. Take out anybody else you want. Just don't kill our main guy. Nobody. All right. So, our high element now. 1 hit. And, that is going to be a 4. 5 minus 4 is 1, but the 1 is no damage, so that's okay. 2 on this Rose Olive. Don't kill him either. He's really good. Okay, good. He got by. Then we have the Green Crew. And 1 hit. And no damage. Thank you. Another Green Crew. Nothing. All right, here's another veteran, the Chow Hound. Don't do anything to them either. Okay, good. Another Green Crew. No damage. We have 3 more Green Crews down at the bottom. No damage. Oh, a double. Minus 4. Nice and low. Nice and low. Oh my God, that's an 11. 11 minus 4 is 7 damage. Now that is going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. This guy is going to be a problem. This guy is going to take a damage. So he took 6 to 8, 7. So heavy damage. So we're going to roll a d6. 1 to 3, no effect. 4 to 6, he drops out. Or we roll a dropout check, I think. So I think heavy damage flips him over because he's heavily damaged. And now we see if he decides to stay in formation and drop his bombs, or if he decides he can't do it, he's got to go. So we're gonna 1 to 3 is no effect. 4 to 6 is a possible dropout, and that's a 2, so that is no effect. So he takes his damage. So he's now damaged. He is smoking. So Flak hit him hard, and now last one, another green crew, and a 4 and a 1, so no damage there. So we made it through pretty much unscathed on the Flak, but it's not over yet. It is not over, my friends. Thanks, Al, for coming on by. We're here to bomb. Let's bomb. We're going to total the bomb attack ratings of all bombers remaining in the formation. So we're going to total the bomb attack ratings of all bombers remaining in the formation. Everybody's remaining. So you have 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, minus 1. So that takes us to a 16. 20 plus 1 for the rows, and that's going to be 21. 4 minus 1 is 3. Oh God, I'm now confused. 4, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 23, 27, 31, 34, 38, 40. We have 40 freaking 4. That should do something. 44. Where's our table? Here it is. So we have 44. So at 44, we have 1 target. We're going to roll 9 dice, I believe is how you do that. Let's see if there's a thing on doing the bomb run. I don't think so. Let's just look on the rule book real quick. All right, we did the air approach. Now we got bombs away. For each attack, total bomb attack number. Consult the combat table and cross-reference the total bomb attack value, right? And with the 1 target, right? And with the 1 target, we had 44, I think we had, so we have 9 dice, and because there's clear weather now, we have a new chart for this, and it's on here somewhere. Where's the new chart? So it used to be in clear weather 4 to 6, but that's been changed now. Hit requirements on clear skies 3 to 6. So we're going to roll 9 dice. 2, 4, 6, 7. Eight, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And we need to get Wow, we need to get 7 hits. Really? Wow. That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. Just trying to make sure I'm doing it right. Target difficulty rating is nothing. Oh, plus the lead bomber crew's bomber rating. So yeah, maybe you don't get to add in everyone's. You only get to add in maybe his. So if we add these up again, 4, 8, 12. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 4 is 44, 45, 46, plus his is 47. So 47 is 9, still 9 dice. Alright, so 9 dice, we need 3s or higher, and we need a bunch of hits to knock this sucker out. Wow, look at all those freaking 2s. That sucks. 2s do us nothing, and there's 4 freaking 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got us 5 hits. Alright, so it needs target damage table, target destruction table, right? So it is a 7. So on the 7, we need 7 or higher. I'll be out in a sec. We need 7 or higher to heavy damage it. If we have 4 to 6 hits, that's a light damage. Replace the blue target with the red target. Receive the victory points. If it's already red, then it has no effect. So 7 target destruction rating, which is this number right there. We need 7 or higher, 7 or more for heavy damage to receive the full victory points. We only did light damage to it. Wow. That's kind of disappointing. 4 to 6. 2, 4, 5. We did light damage to it. So it's going to give us 7 victory points as opposed to the 14. 7. And it cost us 9 because we took the extra bombers. So we're going to end up losing points on this mission, unfortunately. But I got to run, guys. I wanted to get you guys a chance to see our chance at bombing. Unfortunately, man, it just doesn't seem like you get enough dice to do that damage. Right? Because if you have to do 7 or 8 hits, the most dice you're ever going to get is 8, 9, or possibly 10. But mostly, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice. And if you got to get 9 hits or 8 hits, that's crazy. That's a lot of, still a lot. But we do some light damage, so the card goes back in. We get this as the lower victory points, but we're not home yet because now we gotta fly out of here, so we get more flak on the way out, and then we gotta go back to Rotterdam, and then fly back across the channel and get back home. We'll do that next time later tonight. So thanks to Double D RJL, Al Red Sox fan, Jeremiah was a bullfrog, Thorough for Beck, everyone that came out, Viper Dave, you all have a good evening. We'll see you later tonight when we conclude our first mission. We've done our bombing. Now let's see if we can get it home. We'll see you guys then. Take care.